Let's look at continuations. And here I'm dealing with continuations into the BVI. And there are various reasons why a client would want to continue into the BVI, but some of those reasons would be what I explained earlier, tax neutrality, flexibility in terms of corporate transactions. So what are some of the documentation that you need for a continuation? First, you need to see the corporate documents of the entity where it's currently domiciled. There needs to be solvency verification. And of course, you need to have the memorandum articles that the company will adopt to come into BVI, along with the appropriate resolutions. So what I find here is that, one of the key issues is adoption of the appropriate memorandum and articles. So the company in its current domicile would have its bylaws, etc. And they might provide for certain things, the composition of the board, how dividends are paid out. And typically, sometimes clients continue into the BVI and simply adopt a standard memorandum and articles. And then they're all confused because the provisions differ significantly from what they had before. So what I would always suggest is that you look keenly at your existing corporate documents and then tailor the memorandum articles that will be adopted as best as possible. And that allows an easier transition for clients. So I would say the best practice is to ensure you have the appropriate memorandum and articles for the continuation, and also to understand the process in the other jurisdiction with respect to timing, when filing should be made, etc. Because we have seen cases where a company leaves a domicile, moves into BVI, and there's an issue as to when the transaction, when the continuation occurred. We clearly know when it occurred from a BVI perspective, but there's dispute as to whether the appropriate process was followed in the other jurisdiction. So an appreciation for the overall context of the continuation and how it operates, not only in BVI, but also in the jurisdiction that the company is moving from. I would suggest that as the best practice.